Let's try this again. Does it work this time? Looks good. Yeah, let's hope it works this time. It's the first time I've ever had OBS crash on me. I need just to get the link for people again. Let's try it again. Yep, second time's the charm by the looks of it. Yeah. Maggie, you said you wanted to go on a squad, didn't you? Yeah, there you are. It's a 3.3 is the name of the game. Let's hope my OBS doesn't crash on me again. That's kind of the first time that ever happened. Do you have your reserve destroyers, Mag? I mean, if you don't want to do it, then you can just. Yep, that's who it is. And then off we go to our first battle for tonight. And as you may be able to see, I haven't done anything for this star yet, so I might be here for a while. And now we just wait for your typical naval cues. Oh, quicker than I thought. Yeah, the operation went. The reward vehicles are a bit less. Halo, I've been playing the Japanese frigates the entire event. I like them. This is actually not too bad of a map for me. Especially if I can get onto B. I hope I don't see too many enemy destroyers. It should be alright. Also, again, as usual, if the sounds are a bit wonky, if something's too quiet or something's too loud, please be sure to tell me. Pull up there. Oh boy. This is not going to be an easy match. You find the aircraft challenges to be the easiest? I mean, that's not for everybody, I guess. So I find the naval challenges in general to be quite easy. The ones I always go for is kills on caps, first place and a win, and just 30,000 damage. Usually works pretty well, especially with these frigates. Or they work pretty well for me at least. I actually, it has been a while since I played the Italian destroyers, but I have played them a while ago with the Aviere. Or was it Operation Summer? The Aviere? Actually, I quite liked it. Ah, yeah. I can imagine the air grind being easier in arcade. Like bomb tonnage, getting kills, getting assists.
Attack the enemy!
Yeah, of course, with the 288. Ooh, good shot.
Thank you very much.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
When it comes to the British line, I don't like the light cruisers. Oh, hello there. When it comes, yeah, to the British, I just don't like the 6-inch sap. Something about it I just don't like. The 8-inch sap works decently well, but the 6-inch sap just doesn't do it for me.
Somebody attack him.
Oh, time to fight the most fearsome frigate there is. Oh yeah, it was you that got Hugo, wasn't it? Yeah, good luck with her, again. Because it's going to be a bit mixed bag depending on how you experience it. You're either going to crush a lot of cruisers or you're going to get ammo racked by battleships. Yeah. Yeah, the repair cost of battleships is also yikes. No, you will have 10 free repairs to begin with. So yeah. Oh boy, Mitsuki. There's torpedo racks in between the two smokes. She's carrying any. No, she isn't. I don't see any torpedoes in between her smoke funnels and X-ray, so she's probably not carrying any. And there he is. That is 3-inch guns.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Another kill problem. Try and get my guns to the engines. Torpedoes burned. That's another kill, and I'm getting lost by something. down because Hayanami's in the way. Come on. Prepare to go. Ooh, that's already a pretty battered SKR. Let's see if we can finish it off. Yes! Ooh, a counterpart, another Chipigo. Let's see if I can win this. I think I'll try and torpedo that comes. This Chipigo needs to fly first. Ooh, what ammo? Ah, my main gun ammo got exploded. Damn. Didn't even know it was that vulnerable in the Chipigo, the main guns. What should I go for next? I'll take the Ikazuchi.
Just a little more effort.
Mag, did you just detonate the Chicago as well, or did you just crew kill it?
Destroy the target.
That, yeah. Got 2 assists out of it at least. Ooh, aircraft up. I need to switch to HTF. Oh, that's just going to kill itself, isn't it? Yep. Well, not the best match for my star, grinding that star, but it's something at least. Oh, what's shooting at me? Is that another destroyer? Firepower. Yeah, I saw the 2 here.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Oh, I'm guessing this game will be over by the time I get into the battle again. Yeah, people are saying Moffat is definitely a good assault grinder. But remember, those rear ammo racks are really vulnerable on it. And people detonate those things for days once they know it.
Destroy the target.
I guess the lower peak in from Naval is a bit of a shame. Especially compared to what the things you sometimes have to research. Oh well. Nope. Time for the next game, I guess. My favorite late naval lineups currently. To be honest, I like a lot of lineups. Like the BRs I like the most is 2.0. Like Coastal at around 2.0. 2.3 is also doable, but that's when you get into destroyer BRs. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. 4.3 is a solid one for destroyers. Let me think. 4.7 is also doable for destroyers, but it's a bit more risky. I quite like my 5.3 cruisers as well. Not because of the matchmaking themselves, but just because of the ships you have at 5.3. They're quite interesting. Like, not powerful, but not that weak. But yeah, basically just 2.0, 4.3, maybe 5.3 are my favorite BRs to play naval around. Yeah, and one thing I should actually say, around this time, you really do not want to play 2.3 to 3.3 Coastal, because the sale was on a few days ago, and a whole lot of people bought the M802, that German sub-chaser with the DD damage model, but spawns with coastal vessels. It's really annoying to try and face that. It's a 3.3, so you can kind of avoid it, but the amount of... I've been trying to grind my Russian coastal lineup at 2.3 where I'm at the moment, and I just get dragged up to 3.3 like every single match because of those M802s. I'm probably just going to go to B and try and cap it. If this garland doesn't cut me off.
Yes.
Yeah, do you really? Should I? Is it really possible? That's the thing. To give them all those detailed damage models. And even if it is possible, would it really be any fun? Would it even really change that much? I don't know. I quite like the simplified damage model for Coastal. Though I like it and both dislike it at the same time, because some ships are relatively tanky and are fine with this damage model. But some ships just melt under fire as soon as somebody looks at them. Like the it's mainly down to the amount of whole segments and how much crew is allocated to each of them. Like you have the American PT boats with just 3 segments, and they're really easy to just mow down. And there's also like these, yeah, for that you could tell me mag, but it's not needed. I don't mind this low speed. Yeah, the American sub-chasers are roughly the same size, or there are there are definitely some ships that if M802 gets a detailed damage model, they should have one as well. Like USS Candid is one of the things that immediately pops into my mind. Does it, I'm actually not sure if that thing has the simplified or the complex damage model.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
But there are also some boats that you really do not want to have the complex damage model. Stuff like those Russian speedboats, the PR-123s, they're already difficult, or like the G5. They're already more than difficult enough to kill with this damage model. You don't want them to be any tankier. Hoquiam has a simple damage model? I'm not sure of that. That thing's a frigate. Well, it's seen as a frigate. Yeah, but the K2s are actually also armored, which is why they're tanky. Do you remember the time where the K2s used to spawn with the coastal vessels? I do, and I'm happy it no longer does.
The enemy is winning.
I've been seeing a lot of people doing good in Scharnhorst. Though she's not as invincible as as some people think. What do I think of the float planes? I find them interesting. I don't really have any problems with them. Though, to be honest, I haven't really been playing a lot of cruisers recently. I haven't really seen how they impacted the meta.
Destroy the target.
I've heard that they really messed up the cruiser tournaments quite a lot, because they're just, I think it's only 2v2s, those tournaments, and they can they can capture points really easily. So in actual matches, yeah, they're fine. They're not overpowered. They're interesting, and it gives cruisers a bit more sway on the matches,
Take him down.
especially in battleship matches.
Take him down.
Boy, like a bono.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy.
Yeah,
They're winning.
the 76s do sound kind of nice, don't they? Oh, hello. Why is my 40mm not shooting me? But then we... Okay. Yeah, I've heard good things about Blackpool and Leopard. I can research it myself, but I have every single British boat already spaded. And trying to grind like 320,000 RP without the spading bonus is a bit painful. So I really should go and try and do that. I should have waited with killing him until I got on the cap, but I didn't really care that much. And I have another player there in the new Flusy 1. Oh boy, that's a torpedo. Okay, that made me panic a bit. Jeez. Just when I go on the cap as well. Look at my gun. 5-second repair. And there we have an M82 that just spawned. Let's try and not Pissing him off too much. Oh, get a kill. Come on. Let's just try and use it to 40s on it. On London, I don't have HMS London yet myself.
The enemy will win.
I've heard good, I mean, I quite like the 8-inch stuff already. And I've heard decent things about London, so I'm not sure.
Attack the sea point.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Is London a 6-0? I thought only Kent was. Yeah, London's 5-7. Yeah, it's... Those higher BRs are always a bit of a mixed bag for cruisers. Opinion on Baltimore. I have Baltimore. I haven't spaded Baltimore. But I remember kind of liking it. It has been quite a while. I really need to spade Baltimore at one point, but I don't like playing cruisers when I don't have a lineup for them.
The enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack.
Just kill this barge, please, so I can get a second kill on the cap. Come on. God damn it, Mag. But don't worry. Oh boy.
Somebody attack him!
I'm surprised I haven't seen anything up close. Because if a destroyer came charging at me, I'd quite like using these torpedoes again. Ooh.
Attack the enemy.
Ooh, it's a player as well. I'll try and kill that. That's one more kill on the cap. Oh, I'm reloading my belt. Okay. And back up we are.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Oh, it's a friendly aircraft. What message again? Yep. Is that a player? It is. Is that a player? That is as well. I'll try and shoot that thing. It's slower. seems to be carrying a full load of mines as well, which is... That's a third kill on the cap, so that's already going well. A ship that consistently does well. Recently, when I made that video on the American destroyers, I really love USS Sumner. I don't know, I just like the destroyer a lot. Like the 40mm slap, the main guns being all the mounts having 360 degrees of rotation is really good. But no, Sumner is quite a good ship. Other than that, I can't really think of something that always performs well. It just comes down to personal preference, really. Come on, Amato2. When will you die? Damn it! Stolen again. Top of the, we are losing, sadly, so that's not going to count. 7,000 damage is not too bad. Ooh, do we have a contester? It's a bot, damn it. It's dead immediately. Ooh, Mag is capping. We might still win if we do. That is a player. Thank you very much for giving me the free kill in that reserve boat. I need one more on a cap, I think. One more cap kill. So if that aircraft might wander closer, let's see.
Most of the zones are under control.
Somebody attack him!
PJ2.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Attack the enemy!
Please, aircraft, come in my direction. I just need one more kill on a cap. Just one more. Ooh, a hit, come on.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Oh, got another hit. Not enough to kill it.
Another zone captured, we have the advantage.
There is another aircraft incoming. Let's see if I might have luck against that thing. Is it getting closer? It is. It is getting closer. Come on. No, I need to angle the other way. And my 40mm chance to shoot that aircraft approaching from the rear as well. Come on, go forward. Give him the angle. That's a bow fighter, isn't it? Come on. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. He's dead. And that's my 5th kill on a cap, so that's done. It's usually the more difficult task as well.
Attack the enemy!
That guy doesn't even have any bombs equipped, so I'm not really... That's one way to try and attack somebody. Okay. Okay, now that I got all my cap kills, I'll just move on and try and actually win this match. Let's do the AP again.
Somebody attack him!
Yeah, Pierce 1, 2, 3. I'll be careful of that thing. Oh, we might actually win this match, and if we do, I have quite a good lead to be first place. Ooh, PJ2, how are you doing? Come on, gun. Come on, targets. There we go. There we go.
We're controlling most of the zones.
What is that? A key 61. Might have 2 bombs.
Oh, excellent!
Yeah, if we win this match, I should be able to get a win with top of the team. Got all my cap kills. Then I just need damage. He doesn't have any ordnance on him, okay, I don't care then. He can do whatever he wants. Did he really? Okay. He got cut down by one of the balloons. And game's pretty much over. I top of the team. But that's 2 of the tasks done. Now I just need damage. Mag, if you want to play anything else, we can now, because I just need damage. Ooh. Quite a lot of rewards. Lovely. I might play BBs later, but I'm going to get Hayanami. I'm going to play Hayanami for like 3 matches or so, and then yeah, then I'll see. I should play the Scharnhorst. I'd love to play the Scharnhorst, but there's one very big problem with that. I can't. Anything you particularly want to play? Let's have in Russia. I might be able to do that. Let me look. Sure, I can do 4-7. Let me just... There we go. That's a 5-0 lineup. Just switch them out. Alright. Just ready up whenever. Alrighty. What about Spokojny? Yeah, Spokojny. Don't ask me how you pronounce 2 Y's one after the other, but it's how it's spelled. What? Oh yeah, they're rank 2, aren't they? Oh god, they are rank 2. What do we do then? I could... I could do this, which is very, very tempting. 4-7, just 4-7 Japan with all my premium. German 4-7? Let's see, what do they have? They only have 2 4-7s. Mag, so if you, I mean, if you want to do German 4-7s, I'll play my Japanese 4-7s. Because again, premiums. Shall we just do 5-7? I'm fine with that. What do you want to do? Yeah, I'll just take my Japanese 4-7. Is this still a 4-7 lineup? Yes, but my Yubari is not in a lineup. Alrighty. Off we go. I need almost 17,000 more damage done. It's kind of sad to have even more premium destroyers though. Just another premium DD around here. Although it's a 4.3, isn't it, the Hayanami? Being closer to the actual... then I'll actually have a 4.3 lineup. With Hayanami, Yugomo and Yugure. This is a good map for Japanese torpedoes, because you just spam them down A. I'll take my key... I'll take Yudachi, I actually like the look of Yudachi more. Yeah. Yep, choose a spawn point. We have Tashkent, Somers, so it's 5-0.
Launching an attack.
Is that an Enterprise? No, that's no Omaha. Anyway, ready to torpedoes and yeet them down this flank. No. Whoops. Did you immediately ammo rack at Tashkent, Mag? Jesus. I can't really damage that thing though, fine. The Japanese have so many more ships to get out of the factory, it's insane. And we can only just hope that one day we'll get them. There are so many ships about, and I can't really damage them because I only have high explosive. So many targets, I don't know which one to choose. I want to throw down more torpedoes, but Moffat is just going to run straight into them. Is it a... oh, it's the... Omaha's float plane. Ah, it seems I ran into torpedoes from somebody. Is that guy going for the sneaky beaching? It might be.
captured a zone.
There goes one torpedo kill. Again, really, this map is so much fun for the Japanese, but you can just throw torpedoes down to A. You usually snag one or two people. The smoke screen really did not help me, did it? If anything, it just blocks me. Bridge is out, so a couple reverse. The ranking up, what exactly do you mean? Like upgrading Naval? Oh, got another torpedo kill. Like upgrading? In general, I usually play to survive as long as possible. Even if that means like not doing the most damage. Because the longer you stay in a ship, the more RP you're going to gain further, of course. And in general, I just find it more fun to just try and survive as long as possible. Reversing, you will, okay.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
The fact that these, like, stuff like Udachi's are rank 3 is I think because of a legacy, so to say. Because all destroyers used to be rank 3 before the split. And a lot of the premium just kept the same rank, even though they really no longer deserve that rank according to the more modern definitions of them, or the more modern characteristics. The difference between Hayanami and Yugumo, a single double 25. I'll show you when I get up a Hayanami myself.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I just don't, in general, don't bring planes in my lineups. Like, it's the same when I play ground battles, or when I used to play ground battles. I just don't bring planes. It's not why I play the mode, it's not why I enjoy the mode. Smelly, that's a pure third. I vaguely remember how to play it, it's a bit difficult. The Russian 130mm sap hits like a truck. Like, absolutely aim for the ammo racks with 130mm sap. It should not disappoint you. It's a bit of a... Especially the Smelly, which only has 2 turrets, it's a bit of something to get used to, I guess. I'm not sure.
Destroy the target.
Oh, hello there, SKR. Let's see if we can knock out your turrets.
Destroy the target.
And can I get a torpedo kill in the bargain is the question. Or is a BTD going to get a torpedo kill? And the BGT might try to get a torpedo kill. And if he wants to get it. There we go. Good on him. And very nice flying as well. PR. PR what? Oh, yep, I see it, I see it, I see it. Thank you very much for the warning. Can the guns rotate? Can the guns rotate? Can the guns rotate? Nope, they can't. Torpedo, 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 torpedo. No, that's me dead. Boom. Oh well. That is the risk of going into coastal waters. I'm not going to spawn that for back. I should actually play Akazuki again. I quite
Attack
liked
the
it.
sea point.
We might get some more Japanese cruisers in the future. Who knows? We can hope. The torpedo he launched was well within range, well within. And as you can see, do you see where the green line starts? That's the arming distance of your torpedo. So if anything's outside of the if anything's beyond where the green line starts, your torpedo will arm. So that's not an issue.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
6,000 damage, not too bad. I need 16,000, like, no, 17,000 for my stuff, for my task, so...
We're ahead of the enemy.
He's too far. Northampton Leipzig, this is a 5-3 game. Oh boy. In general, I'd love to see, as a Japanese man, of course, I'd love to see more Japanese ships. Especially the Takao, they're gorgeous heavy cruisers. I also want to see the Miyoko because of those rounded turrets, and it has 5 of them. But oh well, the next update is a ways away. Let's just hope and see what they bring for that one. That thing's dead. I mean, Alaska is almost a meme at this point, really. Like, Alaska got teased in one of the videos for new power, so last year already, and we still don't have Alaska.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
I've heard that historically speaking, the Alaska's 12-inch guns were really powerful. Something along the lines of them rivaling the early 14-inch guns. But of how worse than their model shells and their penetration, I don't know how that'll work. Ooh, battle trophy. Decal, lovely. Nope, 10.5. Yep, 10,500 RP damage to go, and then I have my Hayanami. And where do I put my Hayanami in a lineup? Oh yeah, 4-3 lineup. Yeah, but Halo, like, I mean, we'll have to see how it performs when it comes to game. And what sources they find on it. Yeah, I saw you switch to Russia, we'll just continue 4-7. I'm fine with that, if you are. Even if the Japanese high explosive really isn't what it used to be, it still does damage. And back into battle. 8 kilo filler is really? That's a bit yikes. It's quite Valve and JP. I'd have to compare it. That sounds rather low to me. Yeah, if you want to join with the Hayanami after, sure. Well, I'll just need to get my Hayanami first. Just your party's spawn over there. No thanks. I'll spawn Kyushimu. Leipzig, so we're at 5-3 at least. Can you beat us down this way and see what happens? I do have 16 of those at least. Phelps? You don't see many of those. For some reason my frame rate is absolutely going to the gutter, but I really have to figure out why it is. Happened last stream as well. Grush Space, we got a full up tier, 5-7. Oh boy, that Grush Space is going to have a bit of a field day, isn't he? I'm going to eat my torpedoes and that way as well. Yep. That is if my torpedo tubes don't get taken out, of course. That's an island. But I really not. And that's me dead. Amden, oh boy. What should I could bring out Kako. But that's Kako and it's really not a good ship. But let's see anyways. It is a rank 3, right? Yeah. the reason the Soviets were introduced, I think, was because of their coastal fleet. It's one of the reasons why the closed beta of Naval was Germany and America, because they had very extensive coastal fleets.
Our victory is near.
Or, well, small boats, whatever you want to call them. I think that's also one of the main reasons France is in a bit of trouble, because they didn't have too many coastal boats, or so I've heard a while ago. Man, the dispersion in these guns is just so bad. Oh, there goes one torpedo kill. I'm telling you, like, if you just throw down a spread down a certain alley, you will get a torpedo kill. There goes a torpedo hit. Did it not kill him, or was he already dead? He might have already been dead. I need to look. I'll probably have to look into that.
Take him down!
That could have been a second torpedo kill. Ooh, things
Allied
open.
forces have captured a zone.
Take him down!
Defend the sea point.
Yeah, it's also not the only time we saw a Bismarck model in one of this in a trailer. There was one somewhat recently for a Russian expo of some sort. I need to look at video. I need to find that video again.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Yeah, but it's Bismarck. I think they both were in that fire leak, weren't they? Or was it only Tirpitz? No, it was only Tirpitz, but it was both Kneisners. Or both Scharnhorst, whatever you want to call them. Well, like that fire leak a while ago, all of those all of the 12 14-inch battleships that were muestering for Japan were there. The modernized Ise was there, a Yamashiro, which was the early Fuso, and then Fuso herself. Just, you know, 3 more of them, because why not? The funny thing is, if you go through those leaks now, if you look at the leaked model, the amount of ships that have actually already been added from those leaks is quite
Have captured a zone.
interesting.
Allied forces have captured
So of course, no...
Somebody cover me!
I think... Yeah, only Scharnhorst and Pradishkaya Kommune were in those leaks have been added for the big ships. But a lot of the smaller ones got added. Like Smelje was in that, like PR-30 Smelje was in that leak list. Ale Orla was in that leak list. The British Coastal Premium. Quite a few ships actually. Oh yeah, wasn't it also... yeah. Yeah, Arizona, or some of the one of those kind of American battleships. Oh, I forgot I had a plane.
Victory is close.
I forgot I had a plane. Really, 1% still. And it couldn't assist. That's an Amden over there, isn't it? I'm actually kind of curious to see all of these battleships added. Like especially the Hood. Those British BBs. I'd love to see them. So I got a feeling, I hope that Hood doesn't quite have a reputation in the game though. It'd be kind of sad to just see it detonate every match.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Oh, when it comes to like early spawn locations and it being just a complete traffic pileup, just wait a few seconds and then spawn. It'll usually be much easier to maneuver. I've got a friend that does the exact same as well. He just waits a few seconds. Oh, that's not good, is it?
And victory will be ours.
Yep, that is to be expected. What do I spawn? I am feeling Akizuki, so I'll go Akizuki. 4,000 damage, not the best. Wish I had more, but oh well. It is what it is. This is not going to end well for my Akizuki, is it? Can I launch some torpedoes? I'll just try some. I hope that the summoner will move out of the way by the time we get there. Damage, a little bit more.
Pressure on. Victory is close.
Alright, let's see. 6,000, well, 5,500 more damage. Or 4 more kills, or 3 more wins. Alright, don't worry. Yeah, it's around that time as well. I'm in Belgium, so it's midnight here as well, but I luckily don't have anything to do tomorrow. Oh well, I should be a decent game away from getting the Hayanami. A decent game away. And tomorrow is a new star as well, so then I'll be able to get the camouflage for the Hayanami, which is really nice, if any of you haven't seen it yet. This like... If any of you are familiar with that other ship game, TM, It's that blue camouflage that they have. This blue camouflage with very straight lines. Although it's a bit more muffled in Japan in War Thunder. And match times for Naval, as usual, are a bit long, but that's to be expected when you squad up. Even worse if you have a 4-man squad going. I think the longest I've ever been in a Naval queue is close to half an hour. I mean, I'm only 3 games in as well. It's just taking a little bit. Am I 3 games? Hold on, how many games I'm in? I got 2 in the Chicago, I had 2 already in Destroyer, so I'm 4 games and this is my 5th. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm not spawning Yubari this match.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Attack the B point!
Did I only have 5 crew slots?
Attention
I don't
to the
really,
designated
like,
grid square.
I don't really see the point in having more crew slots. Especially since in Naval you only have 3 respawns. And I don't know.
Excuse me.
Oh boy. Oh, we were squishing the Jugum over here. I'll slow down as well. Yes, bonkage. The other reason I don't really like having a lot of crew slots is the crew level. Because believe me, having a high crew level really helps. Really helps. I think that's even one of the few things that actually spanned Golden Eagles on is crew level. Let's see what this Yukon wants to do. What on earth is going on over there? Also, in case people don't know, the wind effects that they added this update to tanks, they added these wind effects to tanks mainly. It also affects Naval with the smokestack smoke, because in the past it used to just go straight behind you, in the direction of whatever direction you were sailing. But now it goes with the wind as well, so it's a bit offset. This looks a bit better. Yeah, that is some amazing sailing right there, isn't it? Jesus. Like, if somebody was to detonate that middle Moffat, all of them would die because of the explosion. Yeah. Like, genuinely, it is one of the few things I would, without a doubt, span the Golden Eagles on is crew levels. It is so damn important to have a good crew for your enjoyment of Naval.
Enemy forces have captured
Like, even
the
just
zone.
repairs, man. I've been grinding through some of the trees I haven't really been grinding through a lot, like the Germans and the Russians. And not being able to have 2 repairs going at the same time is so painful. Like, with my Japanese crews, I'll gladly have fire extinguishing going on, whilst also putting out my flooding, or repairs. Because it really doesn't affect it that much. That's also like, when I started with Naval, I bought this Kiyoshima pack. I bought into the Japanese closed beta test for the Naval tree. And I spent all of the Golden Eagles for those packs purely on the Japanese naval crews. And man, did I not regret it. Yeah. Like, that's something I've recently been doing as well. If I'm actually really grinding a ship to spade it, I've gotten into the habit to expert the crew. Because the difference that makes between a stock crew and an expert crew is already quite significant. Why are there no destroyers over here? It's making me very oh, I spoke too soon. First we take out the front guns, and then we'll try and take out the rear guns. If we can try at least. Come on. There's something else shooting me and I know it. I'll probably save some torpedoes for that thing. Let's just yeet some torps down here. Let's do this. That's a Z-25. That's good. First the rear guns, then the front gun. Nice gun at Moffat. There goes the front gun. That guy is trying to launch torpedoes, isn't he? Go. Is he going to run into my torpedoes? He might. He very well might. Is he? No. Good. Maybe my torpedoes have some chance to hit other targets. He's pretty much dead. Yep. Come on. Ooh. Do I have a torpedo tube operation? I do. And they don't have torpedoes loaded, do they? Did he stop? Yes, damn it. And that's my Fukushima run out. Yeah, the best reload the Sharnhorse gets is like almost 17 seconds. It's nuts if you have an expert crew on her. Yudachi. It is no problem. I love doing this, so why not make naval content? As long as I still enjoy the game. My favorite naval tree. Do you really have to ask what my favorite naval tree is? Really? No, to be honest, I quite like all of them. Though some of them are more painful than others in certain aspects, that's for sure. But all of them are quite enjoyable to a certain extent. Also, there is a Moffat in our spawn. Lovely. So that's me already dead. Don't have any torpedo tubes active. That's another gun. Yep, nope, that's me just dead, isn't it? I'll just use this. And I'll spawn in my Yubari instead, because I'm not going to spawn Destroyer. I can't fight that thing. Yubari or Kako, that's the question. I'll go Yubari just for the fun of it.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
That's one torpedo kill, again. Yudachi. I mean, Yudachi is a bit of a weird ship, because it's basically just another Japanese destroyer, but with one less gun, and next to useless anti-air. I wouldn't get it, because it's probably really expensive on the marketplace, I just don't. And just hope that one day we'll see a tax-free Shiratsuyu. The thing about the American naval trees is that they have really good destroyers, and then their cruisers just go over the deep end. They're just terrible. And which two cruisers are it again? Portland and Pensacola, which were recently moved down from rank 5 to rank 4, but they still have their rank 5 costs, so they're just massive roadblocks in rank 4 at the moment. They're really annoying. 80 Gaijin coin for Yudachi? I wouldn't do it. I genuinely wouldn't. Like, if you can get Hayanami is going to be more than fine. I think. I'll have to compare the modifiers. Unironically, I just got Yubari because I'm a collector of Japanese ships. It is not a good ship to grind with. It is slow. The turrets at traverse is slow. The guns are not really that good. Anti-air is alright, but protection is poor. It's even worse than the Kumis, or the 5,500 tonners, whatever you want to call them. It's a collector ship, Yubari, and I don't regret getting her, but it's don't get her to grind with. Yeah, Garland is dirt cheap because it's kind of a bad destroyer, because it's a G-class but with one less gun. I think for a premium she's not too bad, is it? I've got Garland myself, but I haven't played her much because I had most of the British destroyers already. And in general, I don't really play premiums too much, unless I'm just revisiting a BR for some reason. Yeah, well, yeah, I remember it as well that Garland had a higher BR for the time being. Like a small little time. I think 6,500 damage is enough for me. Yeah, I needed like 5.5, didn't I? So yeah, I should have Hayanami after this battle and then we can compare. Oh, that's a Moffel, I should have accept. Sap is still at velocity. I'll switch back to high explosive. Yudachi is probably so expensive because of her name. Really, more than anything else. It's the Poi ship, isn't it? So, yeah.
Destroy the target!
Another thing, if you have ever gone onto the Gaijin market to look for skins for ships, you'll notice that a lot of the German stuff is more expensive compared to other skins, like for other nations. And I think it's purely because, well, popularity really. It's just German ships are a bit more, you know the kind. I don't remember for how much I got Yudachi myself. I think it was a star event, wasn't it? So I just bought the stars for it. It was kind of pricey because I couldn't actually grind at that event. I seem to remember. Yeah. What is that over there? I think I'll avert my attention to that thing. I don't care about a Moffat. Yeah, I like the Russian ships. I've spaded pretty much all of the destroyers already, and pretty far up their coastal tree. Yeah, fine ships. I haven't played their cruisers yet, well, I don't even need to play their battleships to know that they're quite good. Yeah, but I don't think there's a nation in the game that I genuinely do not like playing. So I think when it comes to like the current grinds that I'm on,
Take him down.
the British cruisers, I really don't like them. Like especially the light cruisers. 6-inch sap, just ugh, I don't like it. I really don't. Should probably let the sap against them. Yeah, my rear turret is still rotating around. Well, at least most of the naval skins are actually pretty cheap. Like I got quite a few of them from my Japanese ships, and they're like less than 1 Gaijin coin. Yeah, Hayanami is a bit of an underwhelming reward. It's just a copy paste really, compared to the kind of stuff we could have had. At least the armor of Yabari is good enough to withstand that kind of fire. The spam from low caliber autocannons. Because I think he still does have a 50mm belt. So I'm not sure. No, good kill on the Harukaze. Where are those shots going?
Our victory is near.
Yeah. That must suck then. Okay, where's his Moffat? There you are. Let's spray you with a bit of 25, shall we? Where are your gun turrets? There they are. Now I can rotate my guns in peace. Come on. I should probably get into A. Then it's a torpedo angle.
Attack the B point.
I get the feeling that this Moffat has just given up on life. He is just... Yep, there we go. Gun down by 25 mil.
Take him down.
I should have more than enough damage to get the Hayanami. Yeah. I mean, Yabari is... It's a very situational ship, what kind of damage what kind of performance she has. Like, just look at the turret reverse of these guns. It is monumentally slow.
The Allied forces have captured a zone.
Whatever. Also, my squad weight mag is just killing them. Absolutely murdering them. But yeah, that's game over, and I should have Hayanami. And we'll have to take a closer look at her then, compared to the other premiums. And then only an hour and a half. Well, decent progress for getting the star. Yeah, Mag, you just murdered them. You got 20k damage, didn't you? It's like, jeez. Yes, I got it. Look at it. 21,000 damage, man. How do you do that? I guess that's Russian sap for you, isn't it? Okay, Hayanami. Is she in my... Yeah, there she is. Yeah. Definitely will, Mag. Let's just take a closer look. Shall I just take a 4-3 lineup? And see what I can do. So that's 4-0. That's 4-0. That's 4-3. That's 4-3. And then I can switch with Hayanami right there. So, Hayanami, what's the difference? So you see these 25mm mounts, and there's a one more in the front. That is literally the only difference. This single 25mm mount in the front. That is it. That's it. The only difference. Ah. Economic modifier wise, it is better than Yugure by quite a long margin. Is it? What is it like compared to the others, to the legacy ones? Worse, but that should be expected of a rank 2 and not a rank 3. Oh boy. Yeah, she's better than Yugure. Yeah, what do you call them? Reward modifier wise. But I mean, other than that, she's just another Yugumo, isn't she? 65, 65, same displacement, same crew count, same armor, same guns, same ammo, same everything. So yeah, it is just a Yugumo, but with a, yeah, just an additional 25mm mount. Let's see. I'll still play her a battle though, just to see what she's like at 4-3. Because now you have a full 4-3 lineup if you have Yugure and Yugumo. What do you mean her type? Should it be a 13 mo instead of a 25? Rockets? What do you mean rockets? Oh well, we'll have to see. But I think the thing that's going to be really nice about this ship is the camouflage she's going to get. Which we're going to get tomorrow. And I'll definitely be using that camouflage when I make a video on her. There are some Japanese ships with rocket anti-air. Like mainly their aircraft carriers. I don't know if any destroyers got them. Oh, should it be a triple instead of a twin? I'd love to see if I'd love it if it was a triple. But oh well. Oh, I forgot to expert the crew. There we go. Pretty decent lineup, really. Hayanami, Yugumo, Yugure. Should be nice. I will say though that it is a good location to have a 25 on the front of the bridge, because that is one of the blind spots of the two in the near the smokestack. But it's really not going to change anything, is it? Other than it having good premium modifiers. Because I think the only like regular Golden Eagle premiums for Japan are the Yubari and Satsuki, aren't they? And Yubari isn't exactly a fun ship to have as a grinding ship. So if you can get Hayanami for free, certainly try and get her. Because I think she's going to be worth it. Yeah, that is a bit oof, isn't it? Although I doubt I'll run out of regular high explosive by the time I die. Really? They still go around, do they? I always forget to check my loadouts for new ships. I always forget it. Oh well. Oh, there's another Hayanami. Leipzig, Bari. Is it a full up tier? It has to be, yeah. 5-3. Yeah. Oop, what do we have here? Let's see if we can snipe that thing, shall we? That is way too much fleet, isn't it? Yes. Kind of. Ooh, just a bit too much. Almost got him.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Damn. I think I'll try and launch some torpedoes down there. See what happens. And we go like that. And we'll see what it does. Well, I guess there's not really much to say about the Hayanami. Just, you know, you go over another anti-air mount. But I think the skin is definitely what's going to save this event ship. And I'll probably display it on the video that I'll probably make somewhere in the next week. Because I really like the look of that blue camouflage. The PR201 though, the later event ship should be kind of interesting because of that 45. Because it's an automatic 45mm, similar to the ones found on Spokojny. So I'm curious how that'll function, how that'll work. Because those are high velocity 45s as well. High velocity, high rate of fire, they should be pretty good. And there goes the first kill in my Hayanami. An SKR. That thing is the same, but isn't that actually a higher battle rate than the Hayanami? No, it's a 4-3. The only 4-7 coastal vessel is the Saeta and Freccia. So that thing's the same battle rating as my ship. What do we have here? Fletchers. I can kill a Fletcher, I will shoot the turrets. Let's see.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Ooh, there's a sneaky boy over there. almost thanked my anti-air guns for making me notice him. Now he's running away. God damn, it's troubled him, really? That's a bit annoying. I'm gonna shot it from this direction as well. What is it? But yeah, I think it's just going to be one more game after this in Hayanami and we'll end the stream. If there's anything else that needs asking or anything else that needs clarification, be sure to ask me. Well, that's adorable, isn't it? Luckily that thing does not have any torpedoes, so I don't have to be afraid of it. Ugh, I'm off it. Always annoying. Now, how predictable will he sail is the question.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Yep. I'm going to beach myself. Boy, how many of them are there? Too many. And this is probably where my first battle in the Hayanami will end.
Enemy forces have captured the zone.
Yep, that's me dead. Due to overwhelming firepower. Let's just hope I get a torpedo kill along the way. Yeah, that's more like it.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Yeah, coastal vessels are a bit in a tricky situation the higher up in BR you go. Like on a map like this, if I were on a coastal vessel, in this kind of matchmaking, I do not know where I had to go. Especially if I were a frigate. Like, I don't know. If you're a regular coastal vessel, you go to sea and you do not leave sea. I don't like the idea of them having separate matchmaking, because that will actually kill coastal. I think that map design is more important than matchmaking is for the coastal vessels. And I'm still of the opinion that frigates should have a spawn in between destroyers and coastal, because they're always much slower and much more vulnerable. Yep, that thing's dead. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit tricky, isn't it? What? That thing's 2.0. No, isn't it even a 1.7? This thing? What is it doing in a 5-3 match?
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Yeah, that is basically the equivalent of the helicopter. So it isn't actually that bad of a coastal vessel, the SC-497. 40 mil and 320 mils? You alright? That is a Kako, and I do not have any torpedoes. Yep. I certainly do. That's that game. First game in the Hayanami done. I mean, there's nothing really much to say about Hayanami. It's just a Yugumo, but with premium modifiers. Pretty good premium modifiers, I must say, but yeah. Okay. Anyways, I think I'll have to leave it at that. It is getting quite late here in Europe. So, if there are any more lost questions, do feel free to ask them right now. I'll see if I can answer them. Let's double check these torpedoes. Yeah, they're just under 20-kilometer ones. Yeah, but again, it's the camouflage. The camo she gets is definitely going to be a plus, and I'm going to get that camo tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to it because I really like that blue. How do you call it? It's not really dazzle camo. It's just very sharp edges. I really like the look of that camo. Describe Hayanami in one word. Meh. It's just a Tech 3 Yugumo. But with... yeah, it's just a premium Yugumo. There's nothing special about it. Same speed, same torpedoes, same crew complement, same armor. It has one more double 25. Which, technically speaking, you could actually also say it's a weakness, because when you kill it, it'll reduce your crew count. But it's really nothing too special. It's alright, to be honest. If you don't have any Japanese ships and you want to ground the Japanese stream, it's going to be a decent destroyer. Because it'll give you a taste for what the Japanese destroyers are like, perfectly fine. And the premium bonuses, again, are really not that bad. Like, compared to Yugure, the SL bonus is quite large. The RP reward is a bit bigger as well. But of course, you have Yubari, which is better, but Yubari is also not a good ship to begin with. It's a solid premium for Japan, but it's nothing special. But be sure that I'll say my word about her as well in one of her video on her. No. Also, I really don't need help tomorrow for, like, these stars, again. Today I did it in an hour and a half. And that's with squadding with people and just playing Japanese destroyers. Like, usually I just play my 3.3 lineup, only that, and I do the star in like 3 or 4 battles. Yeah. I think I'll have to leave it at that. So, everybody here, thank you for watching, thank you for coming, and as usual, feel free, well, yeah, just thank you for watching. I think I'll probably try and stream getting the PR201K as well, though I'm not quite sure what my schedule will be like then. So yeah, see you all next time, I suppose.